one thing we got to do too is open up the radio and bring that audio straight out to the radio. That way you can plug it in the PC. You can make it record a little bit easier like that. But that'll be easy. It's pretty easy to fix though. But yeah, one of these days we need to do that so that way to record a little bit cleaner the break.
Yeah. I was talking to Bob, and he was talking about putting in a bigger swing kit and something. He had some name for something he wanted to put in there. He said would drive, if I was going to use boxes, it would drive a box better than just what the radio was swinging. So I don't know. I'll just I definitely want to have that audio out the back though, because yeah, it'll make it a lot easier and a lot cleaner on the recordings once that happens. Then I can also just kind of keep the cover over the. I got a little cover that goes over this thing so you don't get no glare off the screen, so it looks a lot better with it on there. So, but yeah, it kind of muffles the audio. Once you do that, you got to turn the volume up a little bit more to get it to record through the cardboard and solid. It's just a little box over it. So, but yeah, definitely need to do that.
Well, there's a lot of things you can do with radios. You can, there's a whole bunch of things. And you can do it in kits or just do individual pieces or, there's a lot of ways you can do it, but they talk pretty good, and that one talks pretty good. Pretty good, and they hear good and all that too, so, that might be one thing, though. I might put in, if it was mine, I might maybe add a preamp on, a receive preamp on the inside of the radio, just to make it hear that much better. But that'll be good once it's on a big antenna with the receive jacked up like that. It'll you talk about hearing a one that is way out in distance, man. You'll be able to hear all kinds of things.
Yeah, that's like another good thought. I wasn't even thinking that. I've always just used the preamp on the box. Usually, if I'm talking, I'll kick it on, or if I hear somebody out there, then I'll turn the preamp on the box on, and that brings it up quite a bit. But yeah, it wouldn't be bad to have it on the inside. If I'm gonna have it open anyway, it'd be a good time to do what makes good sense while it's open, So yeah, we'll have to look into that. Have to see what preamps are out there that would should fit in there. I know there's quite a bit of space in that, internally in there. I think there's a lot of open air. So even if I had to come up with a little stand or something to keep it off the other boards, it might work out good.
Yeah, they're pretty small. They're only like I don't know, maybe inch and a half, 2 inches long, and half-inch thick, and maybe about an inch and a quarter wide or something like that. They're pretty small pieces, but they're about the size of those little. I don't know if you've ever seen those little playback recorders. They're about the size of that, but I forgot who makes those things. But yeah, you probably know what they are, but they seem to work pretty good. Sometimes, one thing about them though, it's like now if you run around with the game wide open, once one of those things, you can pull the game back a little bit. Otherwise, we're stuck in the corner all the time. But they're not bad though for like it's been the last few days when it's real quiet out there. You can run it up, and you'd be surprised what you hear with that thing.
Yeah. Sounded like somebody was underneath you. I heard somebody kind of way under you talking, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even on this channel. Maybe they were just bleeding over from 17 or something. I don't know. I ain't been up there to see if anybody's even talking. But yeah. If yeah, like I said, if that makes sense to put in a preamp, then maybe that's the best thing to do is, yeah, do it all in one shot, whatever makes sense. Drive the audio and do the preamp, and then set it up so that when I do something, then it's done. I don't have to mess with it no more.
Yeah, I kind of had a pause real quick. I had to make sure that I'm going to be a phone. As the thing is getting hot, it's starting to, well, it started to adjust, but, it started going a little bit low on frequency, but, well, it should be good though. That's one thing about these things, they've been on, even though it's on for a while, it does get hotter once you start, talking on it. One thing about these modulators too that I use in these things, man, they get rid. I mean, you can fry eggs on top of this thing. I mean, you talk about something get hot, but one thing about it, when you let it sit, one of the audio tubes, see the way these things are, coming in from the mic input, or the audio lead coming in the back, it goes to one little tiny little tube, but it's actually like two tubes in one, so it drives one half of the tube, and then that drives into the second half of the tube. And then so that's your first stage and second stage, and the third stage it goes to a separate tube. And the big third stage tube I use, I think because the thing is such a tall tube, when it sits for a while, it kind of cools off, and your first key, the audio might make a little low. But once that tube gets hot, it starts working pretty good. That's how I get these things to swing. And that's one thing that my dad swears that you cannot get a Johnson to swing on the carburetor. The way I'm looking at this meter right now, it seems like it's losing me, but then the big modulator tubes, usually those things will get up and those will get busy there. But it's that third stage too. Once it sits for a while, it kind of cools off and now it's a little bit fuzzy for that first key, but then once it gets real hot, like it is right now, then I gotta move to VSO and get it back up on the frequency. But it's pretty stable though, even though I don't use it much. This thing's pretty good old piece of break.
Yeah, that's the old saying, they don't build them like they used to. Well, I think that's true. Because some of the older stuff seems like it works good. Once you get it, like you said, once that old tubes, I know, that was like TVs back in the day. You turned it on and you had to wait for that thing to warm up, and then you got a picture, and but yeah, I mean, if it's old and it works, I mean, I don't see the audio swing too much on this end, but it's swinging. You can see it move, but again, I think this meter might be a little stingy with the way it moves, because sometimes some people, man, this thing moves like crazy, and then some people, I know they're loud and I know they're talking, but it hardly moves at all. So we'll just see. I think it's just the meter, but I got that recording, so let me play it back here and see if it caught the audio for you. It should have, because I left the box cracked a little bit.